my real dream is to be in a Star Wars podcast.
Really?
This interview's over.
It's not over.
No, it's not over.
Oh, well, we can't get you a Star Wars podcast right now. You got to do Star Trek. Do you at least like Star Trek enough to be able to do a Star Trek podcast as opposed to a Star Wars podcast?
Yes.
You're a professional. You can do this. So, Jayden, how old are you?
6 1/4.
6 1/4.
How many more months until I'm 7?
How many more months until you're 7? 8 more months.
8 more months until I'm 7.
That's not too far. When did you first start watching Star Trek?
Maybe 3 or 4.
You're 3 or 4? Wow, okay.
Yeah, we've been doing this for quite a while.
And do you know how many episodes you've seen?
Daddy hasn't told me yet.
Well, we watched all of the TOS episodes once.
Okay.
And then we watched all of the animated episodes. So that's 79 plus 24.
Yeah.
And this is our podcast for Mirror Mirror.
Oh, yes, that's right.
We're talking about Mirror Mirror. That's right.
Which we just watched. We were on our second trip through TOS, and it just so happened that we just watched Mirror Mirror.
So in Mirror Mirror, Captain Kirk and McCoy and Uhura and Scotty, they get transported to...
Yeah, this is kind of like a bottle. It's...
A bottle episode?
Yeah, it's kind of like a bottle. It's almost a bottle. You know that little scene at the first part where they're down at the planet?
Right. They're talking to the people in the old-timey clothes.
Yeah. So that was what? That was the only scene that didn't take place on the...
Starship Enterprise. And when they tried to beam up, they went to a parallel universe.
Right. And everybody is like evil there, including Mr. Spock.
Yeah, he has a beard.
Yeah, that's right.
And the rank up is assassination.
Yeah, it's
and the bad Captain Kirk must have survived lots of assassinations because he's still captain.
That's true. And we find out later in the episode that he's got a special device that helps him get rid of his enemies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we found about the Agonizer and the Agony Booth. Those aren't on the good Enterprise.
No, those are. I don't think the good Enterprise has those. Can you imagine if you woke up one day and you and your dad were in a world that was just like ours, except everybody was evil? What do you think you'd do if that happened?
I don't know. I would just...
That's a tough question, isn't it?
I told you what I would do.
What would you do?
What would you do?
If I was on the Starship Enterprise, I would get a spaceship for my dad and for me, and I would grab somebody and throw them out the Starship Enterprise window.
Oh, they were thrown out the window?
If they were bad!
Oh, if they were bad. Well, what if everybody's bad? You don't have enough windows to do that. There's 430 people on that ship, and there's only about 24 windows.
And Daddy...
What?
All of the space air would kill all of them.
All of the space air?
Yeah.
There's no air in space.
I know.
Oh, okay.
That would kill them. Because they wouldn't have space suits on.
Oh, what would happen when they got into space?
Okay, they would die.
Because?
You would start working on your promotion right away then.
Yeah. So were you there? You'd be throwing everybody out because once everybody else was off the ship, you as the youngest cadet would then be the captain. And you'd be able to give orders to everybody except that there wouldn't be anybody left to give orders.
No, I would give orders to you. You would be still alive.
Oh, okay.
Oh, lucky you.
Don't I outrank you?
Not in this world.
I'm a vice admiral. You're just a cadet.
What's a cadet?
A cadet? That's a person who's still in Starfleet Academy.
No, I'm not a cadet.
You're not a cadet? Aren't you still in school? Aren't you in kindergarten? Oh, boy.
Yes.
Yeah, I shut him up on that one.
I'm almost done with kindergarten.
You're almost done with kindergarten. Then comes what? First grade?
Yes.
And then second grade?
When I'm in first grade, that means I can rank up to engineer.
Oh.
Then when I'm in second grade, I rank up to a tenant. And
Lieutenant. Yeah.
You got his whole career plan.
When I move up to third grade, I'm the captain.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. They just get younger and younger.
They really do. I mean, I seen the reboot, and Chris Pine was pretty young when he took command of the Enterprise there. So
So, Jayden, one of the things about the evil Enterprise is that everybody seems to be fighting with each other, which is different than the regular Enterprise, the good one, because everybody works together. If the evil Enterprise had to fight the good one, who do you think could win?
Ooh, that's a good question.
The bad one.
Oh, why?
Really? Now, why do you
Because
think that?
they are evil, and the good Enterprise figures stuff out by talking.
That's true, yeah. But the good Enterprise is pretty tough, though. They can handle their own and some scraps.
Well, if I was on the good Enterprise and I had to defeat the bad Enterprise, I would stun phasers to their highest, all of the phasers to their highest rank, so I could destroy it.
So you just get right in there.
Just shoot first and ask questions later?
No, I wouldn't do that. I would have to destroy it. I would know that they would destroy me.
Oh.
So I would destroy them
Self-defense.
with all my phasers at full stunt.
That's
Sure,
full stunt. Okay. Yeah, that would potentially work. What about photon torpedoes? Would you launch them too?
Yes, I would launch every single phaser
Fire everything.
Shoot it all.
at full stunt.
At full stunt. Okay, you guys heard that. Full stunt, everybody.
It's full stunt. The order's given.
Yes.
Jayden, how do you think you'd look with a beard like Evil Spock?
Ooh, that could be cool. Do you think you make the Fu Manchu work?
What Fu Manchu work?
That's what that kind of beard is called. A lot of people think it's called a goatee, but a goatee is actually just the bottom part. If you put the mustache in as well, it's called a Fu Manchu.
Oh.
Do you think you would look cool with a Fu Manchu beard? Or just a goatee? Well, you're not shaving yet, are you?
Yeah, well, I am starting to feel some lines on here.
You are? Oh my goodness, you're growing up so fast.
Oh boy. I hope you're in the right universe here.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
I am in the right universe.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
I've
good.
never switched universes.
Well, there's time for that. Hey, Jayden, one thing I like about the Spock, the quote-unquote evil Spock, is that even though he's technically evil, Captain Kirk is able to talk to him and kind of convince him to make his world a better place. Do you think that you could talk to evil Spock or an evil character and convince them that they should make their world better?
Could you turn them back to the light side of the Force? There you go. There's your Star Wars podcast.
Yeah, that's not fully a Star Wars podcast.
Oh, okay.
Don't try to sneak that in here,
Oh, okay. I know there's good in you, Father.
Mr. Spock. I really like Spock. I think he's probably my favorite Star Trek character. Who's your favorite Star Trek character?
Oh, another good question.
Scotty.
Scotty!
You like Scotty. Oh, why do you like Scotty?
I knew you were going to
Because
say that.
he's an engineer like me.
That's right.
Yeah, Jayden is an awesome engineer. What do you like to build more than anything else in the world?
Legos.
Absolutely. This
Uh-huh.
kid is a Lego master.
That's a pretty good start for an engineer.
We spent about 2 weeks with Daddy making the Legos for him. And then from that point on, he figured it all out. So now we just get these 7 or 8 or even 9-year-old Lego sets.
Yeah, and I even got a Nexo Knight that was for 8-year-olds, and I built it all by myself, and I finished it.
Yep.
Wow. Congratulations.
He is totally an engineer. One of the most tactile, experiential learners I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
You know, Jayden, Star Trek the original series is a pretty old show at this point. You know, it was on before I was born. It was probably on before your dad was born, too.
Not quite. I'm about to turn 50, dude.
Oh, okay, all right.
Next week.
Have you seen any of the newer Star Trek shows, like The Next Generation?
He has not seen any of the newer shows yet, but we did go to see a movie this summer. Do you remember what that movie was?
Rogue One.
No, that wasn't a movie. That was this winter. During the summer, it was the first time you ever told me you wanted to see a movie twice. You said you...
Star Trek Beyond.
That's right.
Star Trek Beyond.
I saw it 2 times.
He did.
Oh, you
I'm
must have
gonna
liked
see Rogue One 2 times.
Oh, you are, huh? You didn't tell me that.
What was your favorite part about Star Trek Beyond?
Ooh, that's a good question.
When Starfleet won.
Oh, when Starfleet won.
Okay, good.
In fact, he actually cheered the first time he saw it when that happened. He actually said at the top of his voice, "Yay, Starfleet won!"
And everybody looked at me.
They did.
Jayden, do you think that it would be cool to see the mirror universe in the Star Trek movies?
Yeah.
Maybe have Captain Kirk, played by Chris Pine, and Zachary Quinto as Spock meet their evil versions.
Well, this is like, remember, there's a new Captain Kirk in the reboot. Jane, let's stop spinning the chair.
I want to do
I know you want to spin the captain's
just
chair.
leave it like this.
I know, but every time you point in the other direction, we can't really hear you. You got to go towards the speaker.
Oh.
talk
Well,
this
I'll
way.
just keep it like this.
Okay, you keep it like that. Can I push you a little closer to the computer so it
No,
can
no!
actually... No, boy!
Well, then I won't be able to spin like this.
Yeah, we told you not to spin like that.
I want to spin.
Yes, if Jayden was the captain of the Enterprise command chair would constantly be spinning around, and
Worn out.
he'd be looking at Uhura, and then he'd be looking at Spock, and then he'd be looking at Chekhov, and then Sulu, and then Scotty, and then Uhura again, and then Spock, and then... Oh, boy, everybody would be on the bridge would be getting dizzy. 'Cause I'm kind of getting dizzy right now.
I want to get you dizzy.
You want to get me dizzy? Well, there is a podcast going on here, and the speaker is over here, Jayden.
I got another question for you, Jayden. Do you have a favorite episode of the show?
Oh, yes. Of all the episodes we've seen so far, which one has been your favorite?
Just, what are you doing?
I don't know. Did you like the one with the hairy salt monster? Did you like the one with the white rabbit?
Definitely not the one with this hairy salt monster. That one was definitely a little scary for me.
That was scary. Now, I remember when we were watching the episode with Finnegan. Do you remember Finnegan?
Yeah, they thought he killed him.
They thought they killed him? No, Finnegan was one that was always playing tricks on Captain Kirk, remember?
Yeah.
And you came up with the solution. You knew exactly what was going on when we got to the halfway point of that episode, and you said, "Daddy, I know who's playing tricks on everybody." You said it's Finnegan, and he was the one who put on the rabbit costume. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So Jade had that episode figured out halfway through. He said Finnegan's in behind everything, and he put on the rabbit costume to trick Captain Kirk into coming down to the planet.
Well, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I see. You've seen so many of these episodes. You're starting to kind of figure them out.
That's true. Hey, who do you think is more dangerous, the Klingons or the Romulans?
Rumbling.
Romulans? Why are the Romulans more dangerous?
Because well, in the Star Trek movie, they almost destroyed the Starship Enterprise.
That is true. We did see the first two Star Trek reboot movies as well. I didn't want them to go into beyond
sure.
uninitiated. So yeah, the Romulans were pretty tough there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're tough because they killed the original franchise.
Yeah, they actually destroyed the Enterprise.
They did destroy the Enterprise?
Yeah, the Romulans.
Oh, they did?
Remember in the Star Trek movie?
Oh.
And plus, the Klingons, in the new show, they're our friends. They're friends with the Federation, so they're kind of like
Yeah.
They're really tough, and kind of scary, but they can be good guys too.
You know, I don't think he knows about that yet.
Oh, whoops! Spoilers.
I think you gave my son a spoiler. He's 6 years old. It's a good thing he has a short attention span. But wait a sec. There was an episode. I remember there was an episode where we saw the Klingons, and there was a Klingon called Kor. Remember him?
Yeah.
He had a nice Fu Manchu as well. And at the end, the Organians stopped them from fighting. Do you remember that episode? They turned into what?
I don't remember.
They turned into bright lights.
What turned into bright
Pure
lights?
energy. The Organians.
Oh yeah, and remember Nomad?
Oh, I remember Nomad as well.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say that in that episode, the Organians said, in the future, you and the Klingons will become friends to Captain Kirk. So do you think we could ever make up with the Klingons and stop fighting them?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? We could be friends and allies and work together?
No, I'm really trying to get this need to get to there, but every time I try to, It moves away.
Yeah, we can edit that part out because you're just talking about the fact that you're spinning the chair. You know, remember when I said short attention span? Here it comes. Here it comes. It starts off when the chair is spinning and finishes when Jayden stops concentrating on the podcast and starts Okay.
Concentrating.
I just wonder how this is going to sound on the podcast every time he spins away.
It'll add something.
It'll definitely add
like
something.
this.
Well, Jayden, I guess I can level with you a little
Train.
bit. Do you want to tell me who your favorite Star Wars character is?
Oh, okay. We've now turned this into a podcast for Star Wars. You get to talk about Star Wars and your favorite Star Wars character.
Yes!
But now you have to figure out a favorite Star Wars character.
Yeah, who's your favorite?
Okay, this is gonna be. I know! You're gonna say, I know it! It's Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker. Yeah, I sort of knew that.
Well,
And
that's
I
cool.
really
I think
don't
that's
know
my
why
favorite
this is
too.
here. Hey, what is this?
Jayden? Yeah, Jayden just found a piece of candy in my drawer. This piece of candy is like 14 years old because I don't have candy that much anymore. Alrighty.
Well, I want to thank you for talking with me about Star Trek today, Jayden.
Yeah, but the Star Wars podcast just started.
Oh, yeah, I will. I'll definitely have you back on when I have a Star Wars podcast. Would you like that?
Yeah, what do you think?
What do you think I'm gonna say?
What do I think you're going to say? I think you're going to say, no, I would never do a Star Wars podcast.
I am gonna do a Star Wars podcast.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay. Well, in that case.
Now.
Well, Jayden, thank you very much for joining us today. I think I'm going to finish up with Aaron and talk a little bit more about Mirror Mirror.
And you can talk about when you're done with that. Can you talk about a Star Wars podcast?
Can I talk about a Star Wars podcast when I'm done with that? Maybe.
Just please do it for your son.
All right. Thank you, Jayden. You can go play now if you want.